Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and it is time for a new Flosstube. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch, and I'm here to show you what I worked on this week. I actually have some stuff. I feel like the last couple weeks has been maybe 3 projects. We're bam, we're done. We definitely have more than 3 projects this week, so I'm excited. I don't know that my stitching numbers were a whole lot better, but we at least flip through some projects. I did get caught up on last month's goals, and so we're firmly in this month's goals, so that's exciting for me because I didn't feel good being behind schedule. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I worked on was an effort to finish it up for last month's goals. This is Celebrate Christmas. It was for the holiday category. So this is the cover photo. This is from Madame Chantilly. And I'm going to go ahead and take it off the Q-snap because I'm going to move it off the Q-snap once I put it back in my stash anyway, because it did hit its yearly goal. I need to not have that right in front of the camera, huh? All right, goals. Celebrate Christmas is at 2,300 stitches. My yearly goal is 1,500. So I did this whole in the ditch thing, and I don't like it. I don't know why. So we gotta take it off the Q-snap. So here's where we're at. This is on 40 count Verdal in Summer Winds from Zweigart. I got while I was at the New Jersey retreat a few years ago. I don't even know now. But we are, I believe, completely done with this top tray, and I have moved down to the middle tray. So I was working in colors for a event in the Survivor game where you had to do 100 stitches in a color. So red and green. When I worked on the white, I had to do 200 stitches. So, all right, so that was the first thing we worked on this week. We got to its goal, both the monthly goal and the yearly goal. So one down. So I worked on that one Monday. I have it down as Monday and Tuesday. I think I jumped around a little bit because of colors, but anyway. So the next thing I worked on, this was another goal category in June, which was closest to a finish. Now this one's not even near close to a finish, but I do feel like it's kind of my closest at this point. This is the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion. This was a mystery stitch along for a previous year. I'm really behind on it. And, but I do, other than a couple smalls I just started, which may be closer because they're smaller, or some of my projects that are not currently active projects, once you set all that stuff aside, I think this was my closest to a finish. So I put over 1,200 stitches into it. So here's where we're at. I worked a little bit over in here, a lot in both the rooms. I didn't get anything completed, but I got some pretty good progress on it. So I realized I need to go back and do some back stitching up here. I thought those rooms were done. I'm a messy stitcher, y'all. There's just stuff everywhere. But this is where we're at. We're on the final 2 rooms, and then it'll be all the stuff that goes around the outside, because there is a lot inside this house. So this is the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion. This is on 32 count linen in Lycan's Moon from Under the Sea Fabrics. It kind of surprises me that it's linen because it's not that dark, but it does have like purple and gray. It's really pretty. All right, so after that, I was able to firmly get into this month's goals. and other things that I work on, like my stitch alongs. So that was the next thing I pulled out and this one I'm going to try and work on each week. I'm going to get back to doing that. I was doing really well up until last month. So this is Temperature Butterflies from Stitch and Mommy. And I was working on June's butterfly, January, February, March, April, April, May, June, yeah. So I was working on getting caught up. Got quite a bit done. I was pretty impressed with how that night went because I started off on Haunted Mansion, got to its goal, and then pulled this one out. So I'm pretty happy with it. This is on 32 count Lugana in Adobe from Mystic Fabrics. And you'll see it again this week because I'm going to pull it out tonight, tomorrow night, sometime soon, and put some more into that butterfly. It's all going to be reds and oranges because it is hot here in West Texas. Hot. All right. Next, on Thursday, I didn't get much stitching time. We had kind of a family night, but while I was waiting for dinner to be done, I did get a few stitches in on America. This is the kitty meat designs that I started last week, and I just added some more white in here because it was easy work while I was sitting there waiting for dinner to be done. I was at my in-laws' house. I wasn't having to really focus on the pattern or anything like that. So it was just about 100 stitches, 122 stitches I added in while I was sitting there. And of course my shores, because I work on it every day, but that was all. And this is a fiber, fabric flare fabric. I don't know what the name of it is. I wonder if Sarah knows. Look, it's still got the needle sticking out because I literally, they said food's ready and I just plopped it down. So, I feel like I'm talking so uber fast. We've been through 4 projects in 7 minutes. Maybe this isn't going to be a very long video. It's okay. It's hot. I have a sore right here. I yawned one day, and when I did, it popped, like the skin popped. And so I keep messing with it. I apologize for that. Okay, so then the next thing I worked on, it was Full Coverage Friday, and I feel like I didn't hardly get to do that in June because of everything going on. I mean, I did a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked. And for one of my categories this month, I believe it's pattern type PDF, I decided to use my full coverage piece, Epic Pokemon. And here is what it's going to look like finished. I got this from a group, so they didn't actually have a cover photo with it. So the cover photo I use is Rita Marie's finish because she finished it the day I started it. She and I got on Zoom together and she finished the last few stitches while I started. So this is what we're working on, or we worked on for Full Coverage Friday. And I put in, it looks like about 500 stitches. Here and there throughout the night. I will work on it again because it needs to get to 1200 if it's going to be one of my categories. So, oh, the flies are back. So, what I'm kind of doing is starting at a square here and then working the diagonal, like one square at a time. So if I worked on this one, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense just looking at it, but I've kind of gotten as close to the edge as I'm willing to get because I don't like constantly hitting my hand on the Q-snap while I'm stitching. You can tell I'm a very messy stitcher. So I probably won't work in this corner very much more. We're going to work on getting some more of this area filled in and then we'll move over. But that's probably still a ways down the road. The main thing is to get 1200 stitches in on it this month. And I do believe that'll put me at my yearly for it. So it'll get put to the side until a few more of these yearly goals get hit. I believe I'm at 20 out of 42. Something like that. Oh, I might have that written here. Okay, so 47 projects this year. Between those starts and the finishes, I'm not at 47, but that's all the projects I have had this year's projects. Anyway, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Looks like 24 of them have hit their goal out of 47. So I have 23 to go. I'm doing good. Some of them are really close. Let's see. Growth rings is at 1,100. Hummingbirds is at 1,300. Magic studies at 12. Ornament fairy spells at 11. Spangled's at 1,400 out of 1,500. So some are at 0 still. So I need to get on it so I can pull those out. So this one will probably come out again this Friday. No, I have plans this Friday. It may come out a little bit on Friday, but I do have plans for a new start on Friday. So starting something new with some friends. All right. And then the last thing, I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to work on more than I could have kept with Epic Pokemon again on Saturday and gotten closer to that 1,200, but I really wanted to pull out Lady of the Flag and get started on her July section. So in case you don't know, I have divided what I had left of Lady of the Flag, and I've divided it up so that I will finish it by the end of the year. So we're working on the July section. So all of this I did yesterday, and I think I go to like right about here-ish. I still have this much to go. It's about 1,200 more stitches, 12 to 13. So I will be working on this some tonight. But anywhere that you see that's blank is either beads or Krynic, because I'm going to do that in December. You see we're starting to get into the Liberty sign here. We're done at the bottom of that dress. So this is July section, and then this will be August section. September, October, November will be whatever's left at the bottom, and December will be beading and Krynic. So this will get finished this year. So look at all that I did last night. It was about 800 stitches or so. Yeah, about 800. So still have 1,200 more to go. I counted the boxes. There's probably a little more, a little less, but just based on how many boxes are in that square. This is on 32 count linen in Hamlet from Under the Sea fabric. So it has some darker spots, some purpley spots. I think she looks gorgeous on it. So still gotta go do some back stitching so her hand doesn't look like a ham hock. So there's still more to do, but it's all good. So, and then that just leaves Shores. I have a daily 30 I joined daily 30 group. The idea was that you stitch on something every day for 30 minutes. Because I'm in so many challenge groups where the challenge is typically at least 100 stitches. So I do like a daily 100 stitches. And this is Shores of Hawkrun Hollow from Carriage House Samplings. And I do need to work on this tonight because I haven't worked on it yet. But we're down here in this water, and that's a quick add. I need to get that border down there, come across. And then we'll just start moving this way. So here's where we're at. I do want to try and get as much done on this month using the daily 100 method, and then whatever's left, I'm going to just hit it hard next month and try and get it a finish before September. Maybe fully finished in September. That's the plan. That's the plan. I was actually talking to Lexi about it the other day. So I only did 4 squares on this one. I didn't do the whole thing, but it's looking really good. So, and that is on 32 count Lugana and Freya. I'm sorry, Joblin. Make sure you count Joblin and Freya from Under the Sea Fabrics. Have y'all seen the new Dark Queen? I cannot wait. I already pre-ordered it because it looks amazing. It's by Autumn Lane Stitchery and Under the Sea Fabrics. And so you order the pattern from Autumn Lane's website. They also have needle minders, and then Leslie has the fabrics and bead packs. I'm really excited. We got an earth vibe going on. My friends and I have already submitted our guesses for what it's going to look like or what elements it's going to have. Because I know that last year's Dark Queen, everybody thought it was going to be a mermaid. I said from the very beginning that I thought she was going to be more Ursula-esque, just because I know Leslie. And so it just seemed more her style. So I'm excited to see if I guessed it again this year or not. The more specifics. Okay, so that's all my whips for this week. I thought it was pretty good. I had 4 days off, so you'd think I'd have even better stitching than I have, but I was distracted. But I did stitch. I apologize. Okay, so this last week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I worked. It was crazy at work. I think I talked to y'all Monday night. Y'all know that we had the fires Sunday night that we dealt with. There was so much on the 4th of July that had to be dealt with at work. I was luckily at a facility, so I was sitting there stitching. You know, I was fine. That's how I got so much done on Haunted Mansion. I remember now. Because I was sitting at a facility watching the fireworks through the window. I got on FaceTime with the kids and watched them do fireworks for a little bit. But my husband was having to work his little tail off. Work was crazy, and I'm so glad he took the truck and gave me the facility because it was a lot. He even had to turn his body camera into the sheriff's because it was a lot. Wednesday, I was back on the truck, but I had to sit at one location, which is why I got a pretty good amount done on temperature butterflies. I was off the next few days. We had family dinner. So Wednesday night, I don't know. I didn't do much. I think I ended up going to bed pretty early, actually. On Wednesday. Thursday, we had family dinner, game time. Got to stitch a little bit after that. Friday, I really just stitched and hung out with the kids, housework, things like that. And then Saturday, we gamed a little bit more, played things like Rummy Cube and Phase 10, stuff like that. And now it's Sunday. And I'm actually recording on time for like the first time in what feels like forever. This week I work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So all in the truck. So we'll see how much stitching happens at this point. I don't currently have any plans on Thursday and Friday, but Saturday we are going to go to Six Flags. I'm still trying to figure out what that's going to look like. Whether or not I'll be going and hanging out at Six Flags, or if I'll be dropping them off and going over to Leslie's shop to stitch. That was my original plan, was to be there this coming up Saturday because it's going to be the stitchy day at the shop. But stuff and things, stuff and things. So that's all my plans this week. Lady of the Flag. I have all my goals to work on, right? We're already done with week 2 of July. I think what I want to do is I'm going to alternate between hitting a goal on the categories and on one of my stitch alongs. So Lady of the Flag first, then probably finish up America. America's an easy filler, so I might just pull out one of the other ones. I don't know. We'll have Epic Pokemon at some point. New start on Friday. haven't streamed lately. Things have just been, I don't know. I haven't been in the right headspace to talk to myself for a couple hours. So I keep wanting to vlog. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know that I shut down my members only. There was specific reasons that I do not want to get into. If you're curious, you can message me privately. I kind of want to open it back up because I'm missing the vlogging and the talking every day, but it also kind of feels like I let everybody down this last year. So like opening it back up is more about me than about the people. I also thought about maybe just vlogging each day and putting it together and giving you that at the end of the week like I used to do. With me being in the truck more, that might be a better idea. I just don't know. What do y'all think? Should I do vlogs again? Or stick to this 20 minutes of jabbering way too fast and needing a drink but not having one? So yeah, I'm going to order dinner and get to work. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you found something that interests you and you come back for more. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back week after week. I know that it's kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to keep with it. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all the ways that you show you love me, and I will see y'all next week.